Welcome back to part 3. We're going to take our skills and do an exercise. Consider a sphere of radius r. The volume of the sphere is given by the following formula: 4/3 times pi times r cubed, while the surface area of the sphere is given by 4 times pi times r squared. Let's write some code to store a value for a radius and compute these two values. First, I'll start by creating a variable called radius to temporarily store a value. Let's say 1.5 initially. Let's create another variable called volume to store the volume. Here we'll use the formula from before. 4/3 times pi times r cubed. To do that, I'm going to use the math_pow function that raises radius to the third power. I'm going to next create another variable called area and set it equal to the second formula, 4 times pi times r squared. This time though, I'll just go ahead and multiply radius twice. Now let's go ahead and print out the results. Console.log volume. Let's make that a little bit better by printing a more human-readable message. We'll start out with a sphere of radius, and then let's concatenate the value stored in the radius variable and continue our message. Has volume, and concatenate the volume value and continue our message once again. And area, and finally concatenate area. Now instead of printing out volume, let's print out our message. A sphere of radius 1.5 has a volume of 14.13 and an area of 28.27. Let's make this a little bit more user-friendly. Instead of hard-coding the value of the radius to 1.5, let's prompt the user to enter in their own value. To do that, JavaScript provides a prompt function that takes one argument, a message to be displayed to the user. Please enter a radius. When the user enters in a value and presses OK, that value is then stored into the variable radius. Let's try it. Please enter a radius. 1.5, OK. The same result. Let's also make the output more user-friendly. Usually users don't see the console at all. So instead of printing out to the console, let's go ahead and create a pop-up so that the user can see the message instead. To do that, JavaScript provides an alert function. Let's try it again. Please enter a radius, 1.5. OK. And now a pop-up appears giving us the same message as before.